Welcome to Defense Career Academy YouTube channel. I am Ashok Babre. We are going to study the first chapter of History, Maharashtra State Board. The chapter name is Historiography, Development in the West. In previous parts, we have studied about the notable scholars who contributed to the historiography, notable scholars of Western countries. We have studied among them René Descartes, Voltaire, then Leopold von Ranke. We also have studied Hegel also. Now we are going to study one more scholar, that is Karl Marx. Karl Marx, his lifespan is 1818 to 1883. He in 19th century, latter half of 19th century, a new school of thought arose, keeping in view a new thesis which was formulated by Karl Marx. New school means what? A new faculty of knowledge. School means faculty of knowledge, school means branch of knowledge. A new branch of knowledge in historiography was started or initiated by Karl Marx. Previous scholars, they emphasized on the authenticity of documents. They emphasized on various sources. They emphasized on various methods of history writing or research in history. But Karl Marx has somewhat different opinion about historiography. He has some different thoughts about historiography. What his thoughts were, we are going to study through this topic. What was his opinion? According to Karl Marx, history was not about abstract ideas, it was about living people. Means what? According to Karl Marx, history was not about abstract ideas. Abstract ideas means what? Ideas those we cannot see, we cannot touch them, or we cannot experience them. Physically we cannot see them. Those ideas which can be imagined only. For example, ideas regarding God and goddesses and religion and other things. For example, suppose previously history was about mythology. There were many mythological characters, whether they existed or not existed, we have no evidences. So according to Marx, history is about not of those characters only, because about them we don't have any evidence. According to Karl Marx, history is about living people which actually existed. History is about those people. History is not about those things which really existed or not existed. We are having doubt about their existence. History is not about those things. History is not about abstract ideas. Then, according to him, history is about living people. Then his opinion that human relationships are shaped by the fundamental needs of people and ownership, as well as nature of prevalent means of production to meet those needs. According to Karl Marx, what is history? History is about human relationships, which human relationships are shaped by fundamental needs of people. For example, history is about fundamental needs of people. What are our fundamental needs? Our fundamental needs are food, shelter, clothes. Even for example, suppose you are a student and I am a teacher. What is your need? Your need is education. My need is getting salary. And because of this, we have relationship with each other. And this need of knowledge, this need of education has shaped our relationship. This is the opinion of Karl Marx. But while shaping these relationships, which are the resources, who owns them, who is the owner of the resources, what is the nature of prevalent means of production. Means of production means resources through which we get livelihood, we earn our livelihood. Means who is the owner of those resources, who is the owner of means of production, who owns it, because of the ownership as well as because of the land, means of productions. For example, land, for example, industry. Who is the owner of industry? Who is the owner of land? Accordingly, the relationship of those people who earn the fundamental needs, how they are fulfilled, how they meet the needs of the man, it is explained. For example, suppose an industry. Industry is owned by an individual. When that individual owns an industry, at that time there are many workers. Those workers work in that industry, and industry owner give them salary for their work. Why the workers work in the industry? To earn their living, to meet their fundamental needs. They work in the industry. What is the means of production? Industry is the means of production. Who is the owner? Owner is a private individual. Then, according to means of production, owner of the industry and the workers working in the industry, their relationships are shaped. The shape is given to their relationship. How the owner of industry give the salary, offers the salary, whether that salary or wages is satisfactory, then the relationship will be healthy relationship between owner and the worker. If they are not getting enough salary, if they are not getting satisfactory salary or wages, at that time there will be not healthy relationship between owner and the worker. This means that means of production, their owner and the worker, their relationship is shaped on the basis of the needs, how they meet. If the salary is not sufficient, then the workers will not be able to meet their needs. He will not be able to fulfill their needs, and then there will be not healthy relationship between worker and the owner of the industry. This means that the relationship between people is based on the fundamental needs of the people with the help of means of production. These means of production shape the relationship between the owner and the worker in the industry. Then the accessibility of those means of different means of productions to different strata of society may not be equal. Means in society all people will not have equal resources. For example, land. Is the land equally distributed among the people in the society? What do you think? Is it equally distributed? Land is not equally distributed among the people living in the society. Some people are having lot of number of acres of land. Some people have no land at all. Some people have very few acres of land. Some people are very rich people, some people are very poor people. The people who are having no land, means no means of production, they have to work in the lands of landlords or big landholders, isn't it? So the accessibility of means of production to different strata means different levels of the people, different groups of the people. Those groups have no equal distribution of resources like land. All people do not have equal land, and so because of this there is inequality. Means in society, on the basis of distribution of means of production, there is no equality, there is inequality. For example, land is not equally distributed among the people, and because of that, economically they are not equal to each other. Some people are landless, some people are having very small piece of land, some people are having many acres of land, isn't it? So this is inequality. This inequality causes the division of society into classes. Means as the resources are not equally distributed among the people, as the resources are not equally distributed among all levels, strata means levels of the people, groups of the people, then there is class struggle. There are various classes of the society, for example, upper class, middle class, lower class. Upper class people having lot of resources, lower class people have no resources or very small resources, very few resources, limited resources. For that purpose, lower class people cannot fulfill their needs, they cannot meet their needs. As they cannot meet their needs, there is struggle between the upper class and lower class, because maybe because of jealousy or maybe because of unequal distribution of resources, there is struggle between upper class and lower class. So as there is inequality in the distribution of land, in the accessibility of resources, in the accessibility of means of production, there is division of class, division of society. Society is divided into different classes, and that classes leads to class struggle. Because of this, there is struggle between the classes. Upper class people, lower class people, middle class people, they have unequal distribution of means of production. As means of production are unequally distributed, the society is divided into classes, and as society is divided into classes, then there is struggle between two classes because of unequal distribution of means of production. And this struggle is the history of mankind. This struggle is the history of mankind. For example, suppose in society, lower class people and upper class people. In lower class people, there are the people who have no resources. No resources means what? They don't have any means of production means what? They have no resources. They have to work for those people who are having lot of resources. And the people who are in upper class, people who are having lot of resources, they exploit the people living in lower class. They exploits economically the people who are having not resources or no means of production. In this way, upper class people exploits the lower class people because of unequal distribution. Society is divided into classes. One class is the class of haves, and another class is the class of have-nots. Haves and have-nots means what? One class of haves is having lot of resources. They have huge income. Their motivation is to maximize their profit. Lower class people, they have to work in the resources of upper class people. Upper class people exploit the lower class people. As lower class people are exploited by the upper class people, there is struggle between both the classes. Why there is struggle between these two classes? Because upper class people economically exploit the lower class people. What does it mean by economically exploitation? Economically exploitation means what? The upper class people forces lower class people to work maximum hours of the day. They give minimum wages to the lower class people. They give no compensation if any mishappening occurs while working. low wages are given to them. In this way, upper class people tries to maximize his profit by giving minimum facilities to the lower class who are working for the upper class. And because of this, there is struggle between these two classes. This struggle between two classes is the history of mankind according to Karl Marx. According to Karl Marx, history is the history of class struggle. History is the history of class struggle, as the class that owns the resources, means of production, economically exploits the other classes, rest of the classes of the society. Means the class who is having lot of resources, who is having means of production in his ownership, in his possession, he exploits the rest of the classes, he exploits the lower classes, economically exploits the lower classes. And because of this, there is class struggle. The class, upper class means class of haves, and the lower class, the class of have-nots. They have struggled because of exploitation by upper class people. This is the opinion about opinion of Karl Marx. Okay friends, we have studied about Karl Marx. Karl Marx class theory. What is Karl Marx class theory? It is dependent on the distribution of resources, distribution of means of production. If there is unequal distribution of means of production, the society is divided into classes. As society is divided into classes, there is class struggle. As there is class struggle, the upper class exploits the rest of the classes. As economically they are exploited, there is class struggle between them, and in this way, this struggle of classes is the history according to Karl Marx. So Karl Marx's most important book, Das Kapital, which is mostly referred in the world. Das Kapital is the book written by Karl Marx. It is a treatise written by Karl Marx. This is important for filling the blanks. This is important for identify the wrong pair. This is important for concept chart. There may be 2 questions on Karl Marx, short note on Karl Marx for 2 marks, and explain the class theory of Karl Marx. This will be the question for 3 marks. So if there is question for 3 marks, explain the class theory of Karl Marx. These points are important points to explain them in your exam. Okay, board exam. These are important points which must be mentioned in the answer. Then in short note also you have to mention these points. These points may be for 2 marks or for 3 marks. 2 questions may be there on Karl Marx. Okay. And Das Kapital, his book, which is mostly referred in the world, that is for fill in the blanks, that is for identify the wrong pair, that is for concept chart also. Okay. This is all about Karl Marx. Thank you friends. So subscribe our channel